Hello everyone. So let's start with the algorithm and we'll just see just go delve deeper into the algorithm subject in subsequent videos. So what is algorithm? If you have to say algorithm, let's say you have given one problem of any subject, let's say a maths problem we have to solve. So when you are going to solve that problem or tackle that problem, we are just trying to solve it step by step, and we should get answer in an effective way. That is what we expect. So in same way we can say that algorithm is an effective method for finding out solution for a given problem. So that problem could be any computational problem, we can say, or it is also a sequence of instruction that conveys the method to address a problem. It is a step-by-step procedure to solve a computational problem. Also, let's say a problem is given to you, or even any mathematical equation is given to you, and you have some input and it is expecting some output from you. So we can, again, more precisely, if we have to define algorithm, we can also say that it is a step-by-step plan for a computational procedure that possibly begins with an input and yields an output value in a finite number of steps in order to solve a particular problem. So let's see one example here. So you can see that we have two examples here, like a same example we have solved with two different ways. So like to tackle one problem or to solve one problem, you may have multiple algorithms. So this is one example. Let's say we have three numbers or variables, we could say A, B and C, and now we have to find out the maximum number of those three variables. So you can see that in this algorithm part, what we have done, or what it is done here, that it is reading the inputs A, B, C. Same way, if you see in second part also, it is, let's say this is part number 1 we have, and this is part number 2 we have. And now if you just see, it is reading the inputs in both the parts. Now for this input, how you are going to process those inputs in such a way that you can get the largest number. So let's say what it is checking two inputs at a time. So if A is greater than B, then inside that loop again, it is a nested if loop, we can say. Inside that if loop again, if A is also greater than C. So what it is checking is A greater than B, also A greater than C. So it says that A is greater than both B and C. So it is saying that A is the largest here. Else, if A is not greater than B now, so we could get here that B is greater than A in this case when it comes to the else case. So now in this else case, we got B is greater than C, and if B is greater than A we got, and if B is also greater than C, then we can say that B is the largest one. Else B is greater than A. What is the else situation here for this if loop? We got already B is greater than A. Here we got B is greater than A, but B greater than C is false. That means C is greater than B. So this situation will lead to C is the largest. So from these three numbers, either A will be largest, B will be largest, or C will be largest. So this is one way of finding out. In second way, what we have done here is, if A is greater than B, then go to the step 4, otherwise go to the step 5. So in this if loop, we are jumping at two different places based on the conditions what we have. So if A is greater than B, so A is greater than B, then we are going to jump on step 3 and it will check if A is greater than C. So again, this is the first case, A is greater than B and A is greater than C, then we were getting A is the largest one. So similar way here, we got first case as A is greater than B, and let's say it is true, then it will be jumping to step 4 and it will check that A is greater than C or not. So if A is greater than C, then we will be getting A is the largest. Else, previous condition was A is greater than B, and now we are checking A is greater than C or not. So if this is true, this is already true, inside this loop we are checking. So this is true, and if this is true, then A is greater than C. If A is lesser than C, means this condition is false, then what will happen? C is greater than A and A is already greater than B, so it will give us C is the largest one. So with this we solved one part. Again, let's say now in first case, if A is not greater than B, so whatever we have done here, like whatever condition we have chosen at this place is false. So what it will go? It will jump to the step number 5. That is what? First case we had B greater than A, then it will check is B greater than C. So if B is also greater than C, then we are getting B is the largest. Otherwise, what we will be getting? This is not true, then C greater than B. Again what we have? B is greater than A and C is also greater than B, so C is the largest. So these are two different methods of writing an algorithm, and we can say that algorithm what we have written is it's like in our normal words. Okay, so there is again a difference between algorithm and program, because program we can write in a programming language, but algorithm, when we are like thinking how to tackle or how to solve that problem, we were making an algorithm. So you can say that algorithm, whenever you are going to write or whenever we are going to create, it's a designing phase, and program is the implementation of that design phase. Algorithm will be written in our natural language and program will be a programming language you can use. So you can use any programming language whichever you are comfortable, but once your algorithm is ready, it's easy to implement in any programming language. Then person should have the domain knowledge in case of algorithm. So to design an algorithm, you should need that domain knowledge. So whatever A, B and C, what is the largest? So basic mathematics knowledge you need to design that algorithm. But to implement that algorithm in a programming language, you should be a programmer. But to create the algorithm, it's fine if you have a domain knowledge. And main thing is, when you are designing or developing an algorithm, you should able to analyze that algorithm. And in program, you will test whatever algorithm you have designed is working as per the expected things. Like for this input, I am getting the expected output or not. That is the testing phase. So this is a basic difference between algorithm and program.